Mao Zedong, the revolutionary leader. Welcome to another episode of Chronicles, where we unravel the life stories of influential individuals who shaped history. In this episode, we explore the formative years and the rise to power of Mao Zedong, a visionary leader who played a pivotal role in the birth of modern China. Join us as we delve into Mao Zedong's early life, from his humble beginnings to his eventual entry into the Chinese Communist Party, shedding light on the lesser-known aspects of his revolutionary journey. Mao Zedong was born on December 26, 1893, in the small village of Shaoshan in Hunan Province, China. Coming from a peasant family, Mao Zedong's early years were marked by hardship and poverty. These humble beginnings would later shape his worldview and ignite his passion for social justice and revolution. Despite the challenges of his upbringing, Mao Zedong displayed a thirst for knowledge and an intellectual curiosity. As a young student, he developed a deep interest in Chinese history, philosophy, and politics. Mao Zedong's voracious reading habits and exposure to revolutionary ideas during his early education laid the foundation for his later involvement in political movements. The May 4th movement of 1919, a widespread protest against imperialism and traditional Chinese values, served as a catalyst for Mao Zedong's political awakening. Inspired by the call for national independence and social reform, Mao Zedong became increasingly involved in student activism and political discussions. These experiences further fueled his revolutionary aspirations and laid the groundwork for his future involvement in the CCP. In 1921, Mao Zedong became one of the 13 founding members of the Chinese Communist Party. His early years in the party were marked by ideological debates, organizational struggles, and a commitment to building a revolutionary movement that would overthrow the ruling Nationalist Party and bring about a new era in China. Mao Zedong's leadership during the Long March of 1934 to 1935 solidified his position within the CCP. This grueling military retreat across thousands of miles showcased Mao's strategic acumen, resilience, and ability to mobilize and inspire his fellow revolutionaries. It elevated him to a prominent role within the party and set the stage for his future leadership. During the Yan'an period, when the CCP established its base in the remote region of Yan'an, Mao Zedong further honed his leadership skills and solidified his revolutionary ideology. Through political writings, speeches, and grassroots organizing, Mao articulated his vision for a socialist revolution that would empower the masses and transform Chinese society. Mao Zedong's unwavering determination and leadership culminated in the founding of the People's Republic of China on October 1, 1949. This historic moment marked the realization of Mao's revolutionary vision and the beginning of a new era for China. Through his leadership and ideological vision, he led the CCP to victory in the Chinese Civil War and established the People's Republic of China in 1949. Mao Zedong's revolutionary fervor and determination to transform China into a socialist state defined his rule and left an indelible mark on the country. One of the most controversial and consequential periods of Mao Zedong's leadership was the Great Leap Forward. Launched in 1958, it aimed to rapidly industrialize and modernize China's economy through agricultural collectivization and the formation of communes. However, the implementation of the Great Leap Forward resulted in widespread famine and the loss of millions of lives. This period remains a subject of debate, with differing interpretations of its impact and Mao's responsibility for the human suffering that occurred. Another pivotal event in Mao Zedong's rule was the Cultural Revolution, initiated in 1966. It aimed to revive revolutionary fervor and purge perceived counter-revolutionary elements within Chinese society. The Cultural Revolution unleashed a wave of violence and chaos, with Red Guard factions carrying out mass persecution, purges, and the destruction of cultural artifacts. Its impact on Chinese society was far-reaching, leaving a deep imprint on the nation's history and collective memory. Mao Zedong's leadership also shaped China's foreign relations. His decision to open diplomatic channels with the United States, including the historic meeting with President Richard Nixon in 1972, marked a significant shift in China's global position. This move paved the way for China's eventual economic reforms and its emergence as a major player on the world stage. Mao Zedong's legacy is complex, with differing perspectives on his rule and its impact on China. While some view him as a visionary leader who successfully united and transformed the nation, others criticize his authoritarian policies and the human rights abuses that occurred under his rule. The events surrounding the 1989 Tiananmen Square protests and the subsequent government crackdown are still highly sensitive topics, highlighting the ongoing debates surrounding Mao's legacy. Despite the controversies surrounding Mao Zedong, his impact on China cannot be denied. His vision of a socialist society, his advocacy for agrarian reform, and his efforts to reshape China's political and cultural landscape continue to shape the country's development today. China's remarkable rise as a global economic power can be traced, in part, to the foundations laid during Mao Zedong's rule. As we conclude this chapter of our chronicle, we reflect on the complex and enduring legacy of Mao Zedong. His leadership and revolutionary fervor transformed China, leaving a lasting impact on its political, social, and cultural fabric. Join us in our next episode as we continue to explore the lives of remarkable individuals who have shaped history.